yourself home to your sweet body with all of the distractions of the mind, busyness, the fear, the anxiety of all that's happening in our world right now. We want to take a moment and take all the reins of ourselves back in to the heart. And as we drop into that heart center, I want you to realize your full potential for a breath here. As you take a breath in and out, let it calm your nervous system down. Let it calm the mind. And trust all that's happening right now. May we become resilient, stronger, and more aware because of it. May we have the health that we need, the immunity that we need. May we have the protection that we need to set the tone for each and every day we wake up and go to work and show up for all these other people. Sometimes our work is important and we need to ground down and show up in the ways where we feel the most light-filled, right? The calmest, the most grounded. So may we open and invite in all that is here for us to have, to hold, to anchor and ground down with. So we can interweave it in every cell of our body, allowing ourselves to become whole and perfect as we are, and resilient to all that's out there that could potentially maybe bring us into a deeper awareness of sickness or weakness. Maybe we can take this deeper understanding in that we are strong enough to create and cultivate protection. And we are strong enough and courageous enough to amplify our immune system with our thoughts. So every thought we think either builds this beautiful temple that we live in called our physical body, or each thought of fear will break that down. And we get to choose. We get to choose. And today, with you, we are choosing together to manifest this courage, this strength, this resilience, that my immunity and your immunity is strong. And now as we come through together in this practice of breath and practice of yoga, asanas, and deep presence within the self, we cultivate more and more inner knowing, more and more grounding, more and more of a bigger, deeper way to show up in our workplace, in our relationships, for the world as this human race living on this planet right now, going through such change. This is affecting all of us. It's bringing up uncomfortableness and anxiety. It's bringing up upheaval. It's bringing up trauma. It's bringing up safety issues. It's bringing up survival issues. Like, we're all feeling this intense ebb and flow of what's going to happen next. We don't know. But we also can change our perspective to see the perception that we've always known of our plans and intentional to-do lists for each and every day, that we have to live differently. And we have to bring ourselves inside to notice and give ourselves permission, like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to feel the anxiety. But we can also understand that in that feeling, there comes a revolution and unveiling or lifting the veil to see the truth of what all that is. It's shaking up the old ways of us seeing things and experiencing things. And if we understand them to be old, because we only come from what we've known, right? So when we come to a place where it's brand new, like we're all walking on a brand new journey. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Every day there's new information. Every day there's new insight. Every day there's a new potential to feel differently about whatever's happening on the outside. We've not done this before. No one has been in this situation before. It's brand new to everyone. So maybe if we can shift our perspective just a little bit, and if we understand the uncomfortableness of what comes in, fear, anxiety, anger, resentment, hatred, shame, guilt, whatever it is that arises in the body, it could be a purification and a potential to heal. So when the purification or potential of healing comes, it's like it comes up and the emotion is so big that we can't hang on to it anymore. It affects us in our physical field. Maybe we start to shake, maybe we sweat, maybe we can't focus, maybe we can't even talk. It affects every single cell of our body. But with that knowing and feeling and having the opportunity to transform through it will be a possibility for us to cleanse the body of the old ways of looking at the world, the old ways of navigating through our daily life. So could we take our perspective and shift just a little bit, that when that fear arises inside of us and freezes us or shakes us to the core, that we could breathe into that fear and feel it in every part of our body and let it transform us. Let us be shaken away from the fear and let the fear dissipate and release and fade from us, so we can see more clear, so we can breathe deeper, and we can know that we're still here and we're still alive, and we have our families and we have our sacred spaces that we're creating, and maybe we still have our jobs, and maybe we still have a support system, and maybe we still have these little teeny things that we take for granted every day, and maybe we could take it down into this deeper sense of gratitude. I am here now with all that's coming, all that's arising, all that's fading, all that's leaving, and all that I'm welcoming in. It's a big undertaking, but each and every one of us on some level, on a higher level, raised our hands and said we are ready, because that's why it's happening right now. So there is something inside us that said, yes, let's purify, let's ratify, let's cleanse. Let's transform all of the old ways of living and open up to a brand new way of living. Is it easy? No, it is not. It is not for me. It is not for anyone that I know right now that is reaching out. It is not easy for anyone that is going through this. But as we energetically reach out our hands and hold that line of communication and support system, sharing the energy of doing this together, we're not separate. So for me, I breathe, I do yoga, I chant, I meditate, I laugh, I walk in nature, I rake my yard and clean the leaves and sort through my stones and earth with my hands and my feet. The sun that's shining behind me, it's like I'm embracing the sun, the waves of the sun, the energy of the sun. And I notice and have a mantra that I am not alone, that I want to be the light. I want to be part of the solution, to hold the energy where everyone lifts above this opportunity. There's a miracle under the virus. There is a rebirth or reawakening, but in the process, if you've had children or know anybody that has had children, the birth process is not easy. There's contractions that take you to this place that is just debilitating, that you can't focus. There's so much pain, but in the pain there's perseverance, and in the unknowing there's a miracle underneath all of it. So we felt the growing pains in January and February. They weren't growing pains, they were birth pains, like little contractions. And now we're in the full birthing process now. And that full birthing process is something that we cannot step away from. We cannot say, stop, hold, pause, just a minute, I need to catch my breath. It doesn't happen that way. The contractions keep coming. The confining keeps coming. The anxiety and fear keep coming time and time again until we start to birth this miracle that's coming through. And it's a reawakening. It's a new way of living. It's a coming into gratitude and a deeper understanding of who we really are. We're not a person that wants to hold the fear for the rest of our lives or worry. We're not here to suffer and work just to be able to pay the bills. We're not here to do that, even though we're living that way. And this is the end of cultivating the same. It's the end of it. That's why everything is breaking down. Everything. Our financial system is collapsing. The banks are going to crash. The market, everything around us, the education system, our government, everything is going in this undertaking of crashing all the way to the ground. Because if it's not broken, us as humans will not fix it. We'll patch it, and we'll turn a blind eye. So in the process of all of this happening, know that we're learning to let everything crash to the very crumbled pieces and parts left. And we pick up what has worked, what was strong enough to hold up underneath the crumbling. And we use piece by piece to rebuild anew. And that is also what we're doing with each and every one of ourselves. We are going to be broken down so we can leave all of what no longer works and serves us for our daily lives. In our mental minds, how we figure things out, how we navigate through our world. If it isn't serving us in the best way, in the new way, it's going to be ripped from us. It's going to be felt so much that we let it go. And it's up to us to decide how much struggling that we really want to do with that. And so in my deeper understanding is the mantra that I'm finding is surrender. 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 The fear comes, surrender. The uncomfortableness in my physical body, so much pain in my physical body, I surrender. I take a bath. I stretch my body. I dance. I burn an incense. I smell and purify myself from the inside, Palo Sant or sage. I listen to music that inspires me. I read books that uplift me. I watch shows that make me laugh. So we have the power to create our own reality, you see. And the only way that we'll be able to survive in the way that we want to bring more light in, right, is to reach out for connection, for service, for all of these little resources outside of us. It becomes our hub. And it becomes our hub of thriving, no more surviving. We're already going to be set in surviving. Now we have to reach for thriving now. Thriving to the way we really want to live, because the way we're living right now, for most people, it isn't the way we really want to be doing it. So I welcome in the uncomfortableness. I welcome in the crashing and burning. I welcome in the fear and anxiety. And my breath will transform it. My deeper understanding of the new birth or the awakening will be there. I welcome it all in. Take a breath into this. Exhale, stick your tongue out. Lion's breath is a beautiful purification and breath of fire. So as you inhale, think about the ease and grace that you felt the last time where everything was perfect that you thought in your world. And then I want you to release the fear and anxiety on the exhale. Inhale again. Peace and calm that you're bringing into this vehicle now, and exhaling all that's in the way of that. Anger, resentment, shame, discomfort, depression, heaviness, happiness, bliss. Two more. Last one. Inhaling, coming to the heart center. All that you're worried and wondering about in your own mind, you're figuring out, you're analyzing your thoughts. Take them and sink them into the mind. And as they sink into the mind, let it keep sinking deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the throat. Sometimes we need to verbalize it and talk to someone. Sometimes we need to get clear about our intentions of what we really want to be thinking about and feeling. So we sink all of those thoughts now through the throat into the heart center, and it purifies and ratifies and vibrates on a different level now in the heart center. And we infuse it with this green energy, and we open up to source energy that we're connected to everything. The animals on the planet, the plants on the planet, the trees on the planet, the energy on the planet. And we create a protective layer from all the fear and the negativity, and we surround ourselves with light-filled energy that is filled with love and peace and kindness and compassion. And as we sink all those thoughts and worries and concerns and anxiety and fears into the heart center, we breathe into it here and feel it become lighter and lighter, infusing the bright light energy of green. Maybe if you feel white or gold or any other color that comes in. And as we take a breath, we bring it up and inhale through the lungs. Exhale, sending it out so it gets transmuted in our Earth's atmosphere or energy. Inhaling again. Letting it go. Maybe it's through a sound. Maybe it's shaking. Maybe if that lion's breath felt good earlier, you can maybe you can cry here now. You are worth releasing all that you've been holding on to now. You are worth feeling lighter and brighter and bigger than the heaviness that you hold. Give yourself permission to feel all that's here. Let it lose the power over you as you come into your own courageous internal power that transforms all things. Inhaling again. Exhaling, dropping the shoulders down. Creating an intention. Maybe it's just to feel lighter and happier. Knowing there's a purpose underneath all of this, and it's beautiful. And it might be a little even harder before you can see the beauty. Before you can feel the true lightness that holds for the long haul. Call in your angels and your guides. They're here for you now. intention. Let's use the mantra, I am safe, I am relaxed, and I am calm. I am safe, I am relaxed, and I am calm. Now, if you're not feeling safe, relaxed, or calm, I'm creating a deeper relaxation. I'm finding my calm. I'm feeling safer with each breath. Create it. Be in the creative power of it. If you don't feel it now, be in the power of creating it. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Opening them up wide, looking up. Exhaling, dropping yourself down and forward, rounding the back, taking the arms close together, interlacing the fingers, lifting them all the way up. Big breath in. Exhale, open them all the way wide. Exhale, closing them together. Interlacing the fingers, lifting them all the way up. Opening wide. Closing together. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to open wide. Inhale to arch back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to open. Inhale to lift your head and heart. Exhale to close. Inhale to lift up this last time. This time, press your palms up. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, arms come up halfway. Twist to the left. Inhale, open your arms up wide. Exhale, twist to the right. Imagine everything that's heavy in your gut, in your nervous system, in your belly that you've been holding, not able to digest, not understanding. Opening up your arms, twisting and wringing that out. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, twisting to back to center. One more time each side. Twisting to the left. Inhale back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Let's come onto our knees. And as we come onto our knees, we're going to take a few more breaths, about 30 seconds. Bringing the palms up and just kind of, it's soft wrist, soft wrist. Gentle twists now, but they're a little faster. So it's inhale left side, exhale right. Hold the navel up and in strong. Your head and neck can stay still or move with the rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale all the way up. Hold the breath here. Hold the breath in. Stay here. Hold. Exhale, release all the way down. Relaxing a few breaths. Beautiful. Slowly, slowly feel the igniting of that energy and how it shifts and transforms things that are in the body energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally. There's a purification that happens when you're with your yoga practice. Welcome all of it in. Inhale. Exhale. Couple neck circles. Chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder, back. Right ear, right shoulder. And back around again. Just a few times. Taking your time. Taking your time. And then switch directions when you're ready. Feeling all the tension. Release. After that last round, inhale, come back to center. We're going to move and clear from the heart just a little bit more. This is a lot of heart stuff. We're holding so much in the belly and the heart. We hold so much. It's just, especially because we're women. And us women are birthing something inside of us about the feminine energy being birthed on the planet right now. We're all feeling it like we're having our own birth. And then all of this unity and igniting all of this, it's very powerful. And we're empaths, so we feel all of it. We don't just have our own stuff we're processing, but we feel everyone else's. So taking a breath in and honoring here and here. Right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. Just notice. Sometimes we feel like this recoiling, and then sometimes we can just like open up. So I want you to feel that. I want you to feel this recoiling inward. So we are feeling connected and safe, and we're building our energy and our courage, and then we're able to spread and shine into this vastness of this energy that's being created. Let's come and switch. So left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly, and recoil in. And just like empowering yourself to connect to the divine within inside of you. And then open all the way up, expanding it. Recoiling in. We know this feeling. Sometimes we feel like we can't function. It's supposed to feel that way. Inhale. It's because we're downloading information. We're feeling, we're processing, coming in. One more time. Courage, building, willpower, igniting. Inhale, spread it back out. Yeah. And then just kind of bask, or you're just drawing the arms up and stretching. And maybe your right hand grabs your left wrist and you feel a side body stretch. And maybe the left hand grabs the right wrist in a side body stretch. And maybe you reach up a little more and roll your wrists out and shake. Your hands on the way down, your arms, your shoulders. Inhale, shake anything left. So we're going to come into a seated position. I have meditation cushion. You can have a block, a bolster. I like to sit up a little bit elevated around the tailbone area. Straighten the right leg out. I'll scoot back just a little bit. Right leg out, left foot in. Inhale, feeling the presence of divine energy inside of you. Good. Inhale, right arm comes down the right leg, left arm comes out. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to invite that heart to open. Take the hand behind the back of the left hip. Inhale, circle this right arm up and around. Good. And then draw it all the way in a big circle, all the way up again. Once you get to the top, I want you to press into your left outer foot and right bottom foot and lift the hips. Exhale, release, come back down. And then same thing. Right arm up and along the ear, or right arm down the right leg, left arm up along. Inhale, coming back up, same thing. Big circle around. And next time you lift up, lift all the way up, hips high. Maybe a little back bend. Maybe you want to shorten the right leg in towards your mat a little more. And then slowly come back down. One more. 3 times is a charm. 3 times is always that charm. Your body opens in a beautiful way when we have repetition. Big circle around. Feel the shoulder joints around the heart. Release all the heaviness that you've been holding. All the weight on the shoulders, let go. And release back down. Beautiful. I want you just now, as you're coming to the center, ease your way down. If you want to wiggle and move a little bit, do that. Inhale, slowly coming back up now. As you come back up, lift the arms. Exhale, bringing mind and body and spirit in this perfect, harmonious alignment. And then switch. Right foot in, left leg out. Inhale. Let's go ahead and slide down, second side. Left arm down the left leg, right arm up and over. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Reach your right arm behind the right hip. Big circle. And you can circle it any way. Next time you lift up, press the hips up and pull back. Exhale, release down. Same thing here. Slowly lower. Inhale, coming back up. Grounding through that left palm. Big circle with that arm. And when you're ready, next time you lift up all the way. Good. Slowly lower. Good. 3rd time. Maybe you can feel a little depth here. Back, grounding or rooting through the right hand. Left arm all the way up. Pull up and open. Exhale, release down. And then come to the center. If you need to move a little bit, do that. Inhale, coming all the way back up, reaching the arm. Taking that energy down to the forehead, the lips, and the heart. Beautiful job, you guys. Ready? Come forward. And as you come forward, you're going to come into hands and knees. Good. Hands and knees. Inhale. Exhale. Cat-cow. Rounding the back, pressing your palms into the floor. Inhale, lifting the head. Exhale. Rounding, pressing. And then inhaling, lifting tailbone and letting the belly sway to the floor. If you want to move side to side, do that. If you want to barrel roll, you can. If you want to dip your hips from one side to the other, please do that. Try to find as much space as you can. So a couple more breaths, doing what feels right for you. Good, inhaling. Beautiful, exhaling. Let's come all the way back to child's pose, hips to heels. Sinking down, maybe taking those knees a little wider, letting your belly sway in between, settling. Drawing the palms together with prayer behind the heart. Settling into forgiveness. Palms back down. Give yourself moments of peace. Inhaling cat-cow one more time. Good. Good. Bringing the right leg forward. As you bring the right leg forward, take the right hand inside the right leg. Drop in for a low lunge. Drop in for a low lunge. Stay inside, squeeze that right leg to the right outer arm or rib. Let your body feel the hips opening. If you want to, sway your head from right to left, if your neck is still tight, do that. Inhaling, exhaling. Good. You're going to curl your left toes under. You're going to take your right hand back on the outer edge of your yoga mat. You're going to flatten the back heel down. You're going to lift just up to a side angle. You can take your hand to the floor or your elbow to the knee. The knee on the right is lined up right over the ankle. I like a mudra, Gaya mudra right here, thumb and first finger together, and then left arm comes up. And you can draw and expand that left side body with the arm along the ear. Pull your body back just a little bit. So you're rolling your left rib cage up, and you're tucking your right rib cage down toward the right thigh. Stay strong through the thighs and grounding through the feet. Look up underneath your upper arm. Good. Inhaling, coming back to a centered position that will bring you right to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana. Drawing your right knee again over the ankle, but out toward the pinky toe just slightly. The foot is on this beautiful little angle here where you're pressing the mound of the big toe down and not the outer edge of the foot only. So fingertips point on the right hand forward, left hand back. You can turn the palms up and turn the palms down. Good. Draw a big breath here. Exhale, and let's release back. So you're going to take your hand back to the leg or back to the low back and pull yourself reversing. And inhale, come back. Good. I want you just to skim the foot, the leg, or the knee. Inhale, come back. Good. One more, which makes 3. Good. One more. Good. Exhale. Release right hand down, cartwheel left hand down. You're going to square the hips, come onto the back toes. Slide the right leg back. Chaturanga. You can drop the knees down and lower slow. And then find an upward facing dog where you're pressing up and opening your heart towards your future, and then settling your head over your heart in this moment. Good. Exhale. Downward facing dog. So our first downward facing dog, move and wiggle a little bit if you need to. Bend the knees, sinking in through the heart, the chest, the shoulders. Exhale to plank. If you need to move your feet back, you're going to feel that you were a little short. So if you have to kind of move and wiggle, then find downward facing dog. Drop to the knees. Inhale, cat-cow. Slide the hands back. Good. One more. And then we're going to do that left side. So left leg will come forward. The left arm is going to go inside that left foot. Settling in here. As you settle in, take a breath and release the hips. Let gravity do the work as you take a breath. I surrender is a really beautiful mantra for so much that's happening right now within and around us. I lovingly surrender. I don't have control, maybe for the first time. I don't have control. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what tomorrow looks like, and it's okay. Breathing in. Breathing out. It's okay. Allow yourself to feel safe inside your own being. Squeeze that left leg into the outer arm. Good. Big breath here. Good. You're going to curl your right toes under. You're going to lift and you're going to flatten the heel. Once you flatten the heel, you're going to lift and either come into a side angle like this or a propped elbow on the knee. And then you could draw that arm straight up from the shoulder or along the ear. Creating your little mudras. There's first finger and thumb, taking a breath. Feeling what's here. Inhaling, coming back up to a straighter position, which is warrior two. So draw the knee outward a little bit. Foot is on an angle. Toes can be facing toward the outer right edge of the mat. If you're like this, scoop your tailbone and pull in your navel. So you're nice and stacked hips, heart, head. And if you don't feel like that's happening, look down. Square yourself up. If the shoulders are sagging, turn the palms up and down and feel that rotation and that beautiful range of motion in the shoulders. And notice how happy that you've been lately there. Good. You're going to take your right hand either behind your back like this, or to your leg, depending on what feels right for you. I'm going to shift my back foot a little bit, reverse. Keep the knee bent over the ankle. Inhale, come forward and draw the arm down. And then inhale back. Exhale, 2. Inhale. 3. Come back to warrior 2. Root and ground down as you cartwheel the hands. Back with the right, in the left. Chaturanga. You can bend the knees and slowly lower, or you can do full, depending on what you need. Maybe you can skip it if you have some heaviness in the shoulders and you're feeling too tight, stiff, and sore. You can modify this practice any way that feels right. Good. Upward facing dog 2. Child's pose, Balasana. Settle in. Take your prayer behind the head and let go of your past doings. Whatever happened yesterday, I let go. Releasing my shame and my guilt, my anger and frustration. Anything that I experienced yesterday or an hour ago, I let go of all that's in my past. Releasing those hands down. Inhale, coming back up, curling the toes, lifting the knees. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Slowly start to walk your hands forward between or to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Drop down the head, shake it out, yes and no. Let the tension release from the head, from the neck, and from the shoulders. Good, breathing in again. And lifting up halfway, taking the left hand underneath the chin. And then bending the left knee and peeling your right arm up. Beautiful. Exhale, release, right arm underneath the chin. Peeling the left arm up, micro bend in the right knee. If you want deeper, then start to straighten that leg. Good, exhale, but they kind of battle against each other. Give yourself some room and space, and then ease your way in. Right arm up, left arm down. Exhale, release. And left arm peels up. Beautiful job. Exhale, release back down. Good. You're going to drop your knees forward over your ankles and your hips back behind you. So you should still be able to see your feet. This is called chair pose. I like to heel toe my feet a little closer together. Inhaling, lifting the arms up. Interlacing the fingers and pressing the palms up. All the way up. Reach back, a little back bend. Swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reaching your arms and backs of the legs, now squeeze. Releasing the hand. Inhaling, dropping to the knees. Inhale, come back up onto the knees. So you're standing on your knees. Your feet are back. And we're going to take a breath here. And from here, we're going to spread out through the chest. And we're going to cactus the arms. We're going to move the pelvis forward, tightening the glutes, squeezing the inner legs together, and arching back. And then exhale, closing. Inhale, opening. Exhale, closing. Inhale, opening. Exhale back. One more. And once you're here, can you draw the hands behind your low back? Thumbs wrap around and fingertips down. See if you can feel a nice space broadening through the heart. If that feels good and you want to take one, curl the toes under, take one hand back and one hand up. You can do one at a time. Inhale, coming up, but keep your pelvis forward. Exhale, switching sides. If you feel really open and spacious, and there's an opportunity for you to feel a really big expansion by bringing both hands back, do that. Good. Inhale, coming back up and setting back onto the knees. Drawing a breath in. Alternate nostril breathing. Just close the right nostril and breathe in through the left. Closing the left nostril, breathe out through the right. I do ring finger and thumb for this. Inhale right, all the way up. Exhale left side. Inhale. Exhale. So it's inhale, exhale, switch sides. Inhale. Close, exhale, other side. It's exhale, inhale, switch sides. Last round. It's called Nadi Shohana, or alternate nostril breathing. slowly release the hands down and in the lap, taking a breath. Inhaling, coming forward onto your knees, bringing the right leg up for pigeon. So the right leg comes up and the right knee is on the outer edge of your yoga mat. And the left foot is where you can see it. Take the left leg and bring it inward toward the center of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. And as you settle, begin to feel any uncomfortableness or tightness that resides in the hips. And may we feel and experience and breathe into all that's here that needs transformation or purification. Breathing in. Breathe out. Inhale, look up halfway and walk your body all the way over to the left, away from the knee, and lower again, slow for 3 more breaths. Last exhale, come up with an inhale, back, and then we can find downward facing dog. And then we can settle into the second side. Remember the knee is on the outer left side of the yoga mat, and that right foot comes inside. See if you can square up the hips a little bit more. Inhale, looking up. And then exhale, slowly melting your body down. So you're resting over, not the knee is on the outside, but over the shin and the heel. Resting slowly and breathing deeply. Inhale halfway, and then walk over to the right and back down. So away from that left foot, left ankle, left knee. Just relaxing down a little more, 3 more breaths. So for me, I'm not going to do that last downward facing dog, but you can. You can totally come into downward facing dog. Me, I'm going to swing my right leg around to meet the left leg. And then I'm going to take my prop behind me. I'm going to bring up this little elevating back tailbone area and sit nice and tall for a moment. Experiencing the freedom in my heart space and spreading that out to the rest of my body as I implement this breath of inner knowing and feeling just the expanded body now, working through the asana practice, the breath practice, cultivating mantras, creating that sacred space inside. Yeah, and as we create that sacred space inside, we get to feel again heart and belly. am calm. I am peaceful. And as we draw breath in, and as we draw breath out, there's something that has shifted and changed in our minds and bodies with this practice. So I hope this helps you take a deeper understanding into the magnificence of who you really are, that we don't have to be on the surface of the water riding the waves of emotional stress and drama and anxiety and fear. We don't have to do that. It's our choice. We just have to learn the tools to dive a little deeper, to put our snorkel gear on, our diving gear on, and go deeper in the depths of where it's quiet and peaceful. It's a whole new world under there for us. And I am happy to be able to join you and be with you in this video, taking you a little deeper into your sweet self, because ultimately you are the creator of your own life. And I appreciate you and your energy as we hold this space together of transformation, of a new way of living. Calm and relaxed we all shall be, right? Calm and relaxed. Safety. We're safe, we're connected, we're loved, we're cherished, we're honored. But it always starts with us first. We have to give that to ourselves first. So from my heart to your heart, I invite you to settle in for a Shavasana as you relax down on the ground. And when I end the video, you can relax there as long as you want to. And if that's 20 minutes or half an hour, if you have the best sleep of your life after this video, may we have exactly what we need. And so from the whole heart of mine to all the essence of that you are and what you're stepping into, I honor you, I respect you, I love you. And we take this time to end the session with Namaste, which is honoring the light and love in me honors that light and love within you. And when we are in this space together, we are one. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the time that we had together, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.